just found out that Colin has become very recently a spokesperson for platinum jewelry. So that's very exciting. Congratulations.
It's a great marriage.
And tell us why. Tell us why, because I just found out how much you love jewelry.
Well, I've always been fascinated with jewelry, and I think it's a great marriage because there's no such thing as a wedding without a ring. And I believe that my work is timeless and elegant and chic and sexy, and I found the same with qualities of platinum. You know, it's timeless, it's chic, it's elegant, it's sexy, and I think it also has a very young, modern, clean edge to it. What I love about the jewelry that I've looked at here, and I always think that jewelry is almost like hair in a way. You never want to have a bad hairdo on your wedding, or a hairdo that is so intricate or so fashionable that when you look at those pictures in 20 years' time, you think, what was I thinking? So I think we've found beautiful pieces today that really are timeless.
So you kind of mean don't go on trend when not
I don't
so much.
believe going on a very big trend when it comes to wedding jewelry. Obviously, there are trends that we see within the space. I think one of the most notable trends as of recently was look at the trend that was started 20 years ago with Princess Diana's engagement ring. The oval, beautiful, I think it was a 2-carat oval, blue sapphire, intense blue sapphire surrounded by diamonds. And that trend came full circle again when Prince William used that same ring to get engaged to Kate Middleton. So I think it sparked a trend, and I think from that we're starting to see a lot of coloured stones now as the centre stone. And I think a gravitation towards the square diamond. And that's why I happen to really love this one particular setting over here, where they've actually taken a round diamond and very ingeniously set it with these beautiful micro setting, which is surrounded by diamonds, in a square setting, so it kind of looks like an Ashokat diamond. I think it's a great illusion. I think it's a beautiful ring, it's a nice size, it's one of those rings that will never get smaller as you get older. I also liked very much this as a wedding band. It's a little bit more over the top. It's certainly glamorous, it's certainly very elegant, and something a bride could always wear for the rest of her life. This is one of those rings that you could wear with jeans, a gorgeous white shirt, and a pair of heels or boots, and it'll always look good on you. I think for the bride, who's got a gorgeous tall neck, her hair swept up, you need a gorgeous pair of chandelier earrings like these. I love the graded stones, I love the way they fall together. I think they're just the right amount of bling.
It's interesting, I'm not quite sure, but I think that they may have been, you might remember, they may have been in a category that Platinum Guild International called a red carpet. But it's interesting, I remember when I got married, I thought of myself as the bride being on the red carpet. Do you think that is what women think of?
I think every bride's white aisle is a red carpet.
You do,
okay.
Yeah.
So these are red carpet and white aisle worthy. And particularly with a bride like that, no necklace, those earrings, upswept hairdo, timeless, she'll live this for the rest of her life. If she's wearing her hair down, it'll be a small stud. I think this is just so elegant, so feminine, so beautiful. It's not too big, it's just the right amount of everything. Classic and extraordinary. And something else that I love, just looking at the workmanship of, you have a look at this ring, and this is like the anthropology bride, or the historian bride, or maybe even the second time bride. I love the combination of the two different golds in here. It's very, very beautiful. And for anyone looking for great jewelry, there's just great stuff out there. There is wonderful stuff.
Let me ask you, is there anything, so you said that one of the things you and I spoke about earlier was one of the differences you saw, I think, in the last 2 years when Kate Middleton kind of sparked a trend.
She sparked a trend, I think, for the colors. I think she sparked definitely a trend we saw in sapphires and diamonds. And I think the tail end of that was colored stones. And colored stones is the center stone. I think yellow being the most popular stone.
When the jewelers see a bride coming in with the groom, how should that sort of go? Should they?
I really do believe that unless the groom's got really extraordinary taste,
like yourself,
you should take that very much. I think the groom should always invite the bride to go with him to go and buy that ring. Just think about it, she's going to wear the ring for the rest of her life.
Yes.
Or use a placeholder ring, or bring a stone, but let her have some say in that. because what he thinks is beautiful, depending on what his taste level is, and she might have extraordinary taste.
Yeah.
She wants to love her ring. I was in a jewelry store the other day when a bride came in to pick up her ring, and it was just so beautiful to see her so incredibly happy because she'd been part of this process. And when you think about it, your wedding is a joint opportunity to make your first statement of style together. So particularly when it comes to the ring, like you wouldn't make the guest list without the groom involved. And today, it's interesting because one of the trends that I'm seeing, I think it's because of technology and the internet and the sharing of information, every groom today is more involved in the wedding than ever before.
Yeah.
And he's got a say in the wedding party, the music, the appetizers, which we have the fish or the beef for the main course, the selection of the wines, the music, who's seated at the main table. And sharing of information has given him the ability to do this. I think just as important as he's now involved with the planning of the wedding, the bride should be involved with the selection of her ring. It's something she's going to wear for the rest of her life, and it's part of their joint statement to start together.
Thank you so much, Colin, for joining us, and thank you for all your insights, and thank you for representing this industry.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Take care.